परब्रह्म समारंभां श्री दत्तात्रेय मध्यमाम् श्री दत्त स्वामी पर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरु परम्पराम्। सर्वविश्वन्यस्तपादपद्मायते वामहस्तालोलवेदशास्त्रायते ज्ञानसूर्यायते दत्तरूपायते श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम् श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम् श्रीवेणुगोपालकृष्णाय वन्दनम्। गुरुदत्त श्रीदत्त प्रभुदत्त पाहि माम् विधिदत्त हरिदत्त हरदत्त रक्ष माम् पाहि मां दत्ता रक्ष मां दत्ता। त्रैलोक्य गीता चैप्टर 1 दैव कर्तव्य योगः association with divine duty।
Miss Trailokya, a sincere devotee, asks Shri Datta Swami several questions with very sharp analysis. Swami, pleased with her sharpness of intelligence, gave her a title, Opposition Leader, representing the present generation having high IQ due to tremendous development of scientific logic. The answers given by Swami are composed as Sanskrit verses by Swami in this Trailokya Gita, which means not only the message given to the questions of Miss Trailokya, but also means the divine message given to the three worlds. The English translation is also given by Swami himself.
Trailokya uvacha Datta Swamin Guru Swamin Dattatreya Narakrute Kim Jivitasya Lakshyam Naha Kimetasya cha sadhanam. Miss Trailokya asked, O Datta Swami, O Lord of spiritual preachers, O human incarnation of God Dattatreya, what is the ultimate goal of this human life of ours? Also, what is the path for attaining that ultimate goal?
Datta Swami uvacha Anandam mamajananto Nityam chinta parayana Ime manushya dhavante Karmayantrena churnitaha. Shri Datta Swami spoke, these human beings are always running in their lives filled with continuous worries, getting powdered by the mechanical worldly duties without recognizing me, the infinite bliss. Guravastatvamutsrujya Manovaijayita sada Bodhayanti manashastram badhashanchai vinaushadham. These spiritual preachers are leaving entirely the spiritual knowledge, which is about the details of divine personality of God. They have become pure professional psychiatrists preaching psychology involving the methods of temporary and superficial psychological cure to get momentary relief from mental stress attained from the punishments of sins without finding the root sin and its proper medicine. Upayada swayam yaktaha daivamuka navagataha vignardhamandhatvat purana daivika iti. These spiritual preachers keep silent about God as far as possible, so that they project their personalities by giving the cure of stress. They feel that the ancient devotees were uneducated and ignorant by blindly becoming mad of God, and feel that they are modern incarnations of God or Sadgurus suitable for the modern intellectuals who are just interested in the relief of their stress without the help of God. Parivartana vikshepaha purnamokshayana shantyupayo mano margo jvarasyardrapatopamaha. The mental stress can be permanently removed if the soul undergoes reformation through realization, that is knowledge, repentance, that is devotion, and a non-repetition of the sin, that is practice. At least the stress is temporarily removed by postponement of punishments given by God through devotion, or the stress is permanently removed through the climax devotion, in which God undergoes all punishments of sins of the devotee. All these three methods are the medicines with variable potencies in various cases, whereas these psychological tricks preached by modern preachers are like pacifying the fever with the help of wet cloth on forehead without using the medicine. Ajyatejovataaroham dattakhyah paramatmanah Datta Swami naropadhihi Satyajnana pracharakrat. I am the first energetic incarnation in which the Parabrahman or unimaginable God is merged permanently, and I am the permanent residential address of Parabrahman. I came down to this world by merging with a human devotee called Datta Swami, becoming human incarnation. The purpose of the present human incarnation is to preach the true spiritual knowledge to this entire world, so that all the spiritual preachers and their spiritual students get right direction in their spiritual path. Akashadam Parabrahma no hyavasti vibhutiभिः आकाशात् परमाकाशः प्रागभावो विमृश्यताम्. The first step is to draw the attention of the human being towards genuine miracles expressed by the devoted souls or human incarnations in this world. These unimaginable miracles indicate their source as the unimaginable God who is beyond this imaginable creation that is existing as four-dimensional space-time model. If an item is beyond space, you can't imagine it even by concentration for millions of births. God, being the generator of space, does not have space in Him. Since space can't exist in God before its generation from God, and hence God is always unimaginable, standing beyond space and scientific logic. By the unimaginable miracles only, existence of unimaginable God is inferred, and no information is known about His nature except that He exists due to observed unimaginable miracles. Vijnanam sargabodhaya natvanohyasya bodhakrit maunam sadhuna vaktacha nangīkārascha nāstikaha. Science is certainly the topmost authority in giving correct analysis of all the imaginable items of this imaginable creation, and in this way science shall be respected. But science cannot be applied to the case of unimaginable God, in whose case even science fails to explain the unimaginable events called miracles. A scientist keeps silent about the miracles, and this is the correct procedure. Both the unimaginable God and the unimaginable miracles can be best represented by silence. The atheist neither explains the genuine miracles nor accepts the existence of unimaginable God and His unimaginable miracles. Devi nikhilayo shishye vichidravya-dvibhavavat avataram dvidha pasya vishwarupam tadha harehe. O student of Devi and Nikhil, the human incarnation with which God Datta merged behaves as God and human being in different contexts, like electron behaving with dual nature of wave and particle in different contexts. The wave is the first energetic incarnation called God Datta, and the particle is the devoted human being, that is medium, with which Lord Datta merged. The electron behaves like wave in certain contexts and behaves like particle in certain other contexts. Similarly, the human incarnation behaves like materialized human being on normal occasions and behaves like the unimaginable energetic form on some special occasions, like appearing as God Datta while giving divine visions to some devotees and while doing some other miracles. You have to understand this while Krishna driving chariot as human being gave cosmic energetic vision to Arjuna as God Datta. Vibhutikrit Parabrahma Paramartha Sadatmadam Vyavahara Ghata Sargo Vibhuteravakashadaha. The unimaginable miracles are done by unimaginable God, who is the absolute reality generating the world, like the lump of mud generating the shape of pot, which, that is, world or shape of pot, is the relative reality. The shape of pot, that is world, by itself is unreal, but it becomes absolutely real like the mud, that is God. Since the mud, that is God, grants its own absolute reality to the pot, that is world. That which is unreal by itself and becomes absolutely real due to the gained absolute reality from its cause is called as the relative reality. Unimaginable God is the absolute reality, whereas his creation is relative reality. One absolute reality can't do miracles in another absolute reality. Miracles are done by one absolute reality in another relative reality only. Narakorpasakantastha dattakanchuka darshanam nohyasya anuhya karmaptam vibhutiravidarshane. When the human incarnation appears as God Datta, the first energetic incarnation, the ultimate possessor of the dress is the unimaginable God. The shirt above him is the first energetic incarnation, and the coat above the shirt is the materialized human incarnation. Here, when God Datta, that is the shirt, appears, the outermost human incarnation, that is coat, disappears due to the unimaginable power of unimaginable God. Even though the three, unimaginable God, God Datta, and external human form, are homogeneously mixed, only God Datta is exposed due to unimaginable power of unimaginable God. Thus, even divine visions are involved with miraculous powers only. Trimurti Lakshanair Dattaha Jnana Prema Vibhutibhi Abhignayo Gurur Bhaktaihi Jnanam Mukhyam Gati Pradam. In any incarnation of God Datta, the three characteristics of God Brahma, God Vishnu, and God Shiva exist respectively, by which the incarnation can be identified by devotees. The spiritual knowledge belongs to God Brahma. The love and bliss shown to the devotees belongs to God Vishnu. The miraculous powers shown to the devotees belong to God Shiva. Out of these three identity marks, knowledge is very important because it shows correct path to humanity. विभूतयो ह्यचिन्त्यार्थे प्रत्यक्षे सदसन्मतिः तत्त्ववित्प्रोच्यतां विज्ञो ब्रह्मात्रातो विभूतिकृत्. The genuine miracles, which are unimaginable events performed by unimaginable God, are the basic proof for the existence of unimaginable God called Parabrahman. Since miracles are practical perceptions which are the basis of science, spiritual knowledge can be called as spiritual science. Science means systematic, sharp, logical analysis in any subject, and such a scholar is called as a scientist. By this, we shall not confine to certain subjects only, calling them as sciences. A scholar in any subject doing critical analysis to find out truth and false separately is a scientist. Hence, God sees that genuine miracles are widely exhibited in this world even by demons, since miracles prove the existence of unimaginable God to create fear in sinners. निष्पक्षपातावतारः दर्शकः प्रतिपूरुषम् हस्तभ्रमणदुश्चित्रैः नास्तिकः परबाधकः. In every human generation, God Datta is coming as human incarnation and performing these unimaginable miracles to give proof of the unimaginable God. If one generation only is blessed with human incarnation, it becomes a partiality of God, since every human generation contains both good and bad people. Some atheists are showing falsely fabricated videos regarding the miracles involving movements of hands to deny all other types of miracles which are not involving movements of hands. Also, without any direct proof like video for these other types of miracles. Asadhyan sadhyamatrena nirakartum yatanti te sajatyena vibhutinaham vaijatyam teshu nochyate. This can be explained with an example. Recently, Sri Sathya Sai performed several types of miracles like curing several diseases by oral orders, etc., including creating holy ash by moving the hand. Atheists created falsely fabricated video showing that the ash was created by keeping a tablet of ash between fingers and crushing it during movement of hand. With the help of this proof, they wanted to dismiss all other types of miracles also without showing such video proof for those other miracles. The reason is such false fabrication can't be done in the case of other miracles like curing the diseases by oral order. Sri Sathya Sai told a devoted patient that his cancer is cancelled, and cancer was not found with the patient after that, even on testing. This miracle can't be disproved by fabricated video proof, as can be done in the miracle of hand movement. The attempt of the atheists is illogical and misleading. The point here is that all miracles are not of one type only, like miracles of hand movement. If all are of one type only, one proved false miracle can disprove all other miracles. But in the present context, there are two types of miracles. 1. Miracles of hand movement, and 2. Miracles of curing disease by oral order. The atheist combines both these types of miracles as one type of miracles, and by falsely disproving one miracle of first type, he is trying to disprove the second type of miracles also through an apparently true reason, which is that both these types of miracles are one type only, in the sense that all are called generally as miracles. The actual point is that even in that miracle of hand movement, false fabrication was done, since it is possible, and in the second type of miracle, false fabrication is not possible. Due to this, the second type of miracle is not shown as false video due to impossibility. Neither the patient tells lie, nor the doctor who tested the patient, since the doctor cannot be influenced by the atheist. The final firm fact is that the patient lived for several years after this miracle without cancer, which is a practical proof of the basic truth. Para vibhutayo bahvyo yadeka kalpita tvaya bahavo nubhava loke khandaniya nate bhramai. If you see still the other types of miracles, there are as many as 100 types, and in any type of such miracles, creation by moving hand is not present. When you can't disprove 99 types of miracles and can disprove only one type of miracles involving hand movement, it is not justified to reject all 99 types of miracles based on one false miracle. The falsity of miracle is also claimed by you only, involving hand movement. In such case, it is inevitable to think that the miracle involving hand movement is also genuine, and you have made false trick of graphic manipulation in that one specific type of miracle involving hand movement. Moreover, apart from all these types of miracles, several human beings praying God also narrate their true experiences of response of God through several miraculous ways. You cannot reject all these experiences of several devotees through your false graphic manipulation tricks. Andhagravanhivagrahyam న్యూనశంకా విపద్విధం ఆపత్ నివారణం నైకం లాభేనాపి పరిష్కృతం. Even if you rigidly negate the existence of God, hell, etc., since the supporting logic on your side is incomplete and inefficient, as we see in the above explanations, at the maximum you can come to the possibility of existence and non-existence of unimaginable God to 50-50 probability only. This means that at the maximum you can say that God may exist or may not exist. In such a 50-50 probability of existence and non-existence, it is better to take such a possibility which has the least risk. This point can be made clear by the following example. A blind person is advised by somebody that there is fire in front of him in his path, and somebody else is advising him that there is no fire before him in the path. In such a 50-50 probability also, the best choice will be towards the least risk, which means that it is better that the blind person goes back believing that there is fire in the path before him. Even if the fire does not exist, there is no harm if the blind person goes back. If there is fire, the blind person will be terribly damaged. So, based on this 50-50 probability at least, it is better to believe in the existence of God and hell so that one can avoid the sins. By avoiding sins, even if the hell is absent, there is no damage. In fact, if the sin is not done, there will be no tension and a healthy and peaceful, happy life can be enjoyed as an extra benefit. Vanchita nyaya pithanam no hyadaiva hasam nigrahaya prasharovo daivanugraha bhaginam. In the present days, most people, due to lack of faith in God and hell, commit sins by not caring courts and police stations, which can be corrupted also. They think that if courts are fooled, there is no other force to punish their sins. By this society is becoming a chaos. If you are convinced with the above knowledge preached by me, you must propagate all this knowledge among the modern people so that the society becomes very peaceful. Hence you must reform the entire society apart from your self-reformation. By such propagation, God will be pleased with you and bless you. You must make every citizen to fear for the sins, since even if they full course, the unimaginable God will punish the sin through unimaginable ways. ज्ञानेन पापनिर्बन्धः प्रागद्य तद्विरोधतः प्रभवो न निगृह्णन्ति साधनैरघदूषितैः. In ancient times, kings gave lot of importance to spiritual knowledge in the education system by making it compulsory to everybody so that every future citizen develops an inherent resistance towards sin, assuming that even courts and police stations are absent. Everybody was sure that the unimaginable God will certainly punish the sin in unimaginable way, and there was no need of any external agency to control the sin. Due to this reason, kings were not having any work of administration and were spending their time with fine arts during their stay in the royal courts or offices of administration. Today, the governments in the world have neglected spiritual education and concentrated on materialistic education only, as a result of which they are unable to control the sin even by a trace, because even the controlling systems have become corrupt. विश्वेनानघशान्तेन सप्रीतो जीविकाश्रयात् अनोह्य विपदो नैव याभ्यो ह्यधिकमार्जितम्. This entire earth shall become sinless and peaceful, by which God will be really pleased to bless all of you while alive here as well as there after death. Propagate this spiritual knowledge without aspiring anything in return from God or from others. You must concentrate on earning wealth for your basic needs only, and extra wealth shall not be aspired, thinking that it will help you in unexpected problems in future. If you do this divine service, such unexpected problems will not approach you at all by the will of God, so that there is no need of earning extra money, which will naturally attract you to do sins. इति त्रैलोक्य गीतायां दैवकर्तव्ययोगो नाम प्रथमाध्यायः. Like this, in Trailokya Gita, the first chapter called Association with Divine Duty is completed.
उद्वेगरहिता संतोषरहिता शांति समुद्रा श्री दत्ता, शांति समुद्रा श्री दत्ता, शांति समुद्रा श्री दत्ता. ओम शांति शांति शांति.
Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that propagating divine spiritual knowledge pleases the Lord greatly. Jnana yajnena tenaham ishtasyamiti me matihi. Spiritual knowledge brings about permanent peace and harmony in the world. So join us in sharing this divine knowledge of Lord Datta and earn the highest grace of God. For more spiritual videos, visit our YouTube channel, Shri Datta Swami. For more discourses on true spiritual knowledge, visit the website www.universal-spirituality.org.